Hi guys, it's Julie. Welcome back to my wonderful BC life. I'm back today with my follow-up video. This will be the first in a whole bunch of them, I'm guessing, on my weight loss journey video from last week. Last week I had my video where I discussed how I knew I had to lose weight, how I knew that I had to get my health back to where it needed to be, and I decided that what I would do is once a week, I will let all of you know how I'm doing. I think it's important that I'm answering to somebody, even though you're not really probably, you're not going, "Oh, Julie, how dare you?" Nothing like that. But I'm making sure that I have to answer to someone, and that someone is you guys. So anyway, I thought I would let you know how this week went. Now, it had good points and it had bad points because we did have a few rainy days in there that definitely slowed me down. But nonetheless, I persevered through all of that as best I could. Now, Saturday, Dave went with me and we went on a very nice hike all the way from here up to Lindley Valley like I've shown you before. We went all the way up there, walked around the ponds like I always do, and then we walked back from there. So that was 13.52 kilometers. Now, I'm not sure how many steps it was. I know it was over 20,000, but I don't have the number of that written down for some reason. So that was a good day. That was a really good day. Sunday, it rained all day. Dave and I didn't get any walking of substance in that day, so I haven't written down what little steps I would have gotten in because obviously they weren't very many that day. Monday, another rain day, at least the first part of it was, and I thought, well, I might as well get my taxes done. So I worked on my taxes, got them done, and of course, as always, they expect us to pay, and I'm like, oh man. Somebody tell me, how do you get out of having to pay income tax at the end of the year? Because it seems like it happens to us every year, and I honestly don't know how you avoid it. I try and find every loophole I can, and it doesn't get me anywhere. But anyways, nonetheless, I did my taxes the first part of Monday, and when it cleared up in the afternoon, I did get a hike in. That hike was 10,022 steps, and 8.07 kilometers. So that's pretty good, but it's only half of what I want to do each day, my goal being 20,000 steps. So nonetheless, I at least got some in. Then Tuesday, another rainy day. I really don't know exactly how many steps I got in. I must have forgotten to clear the totals from the day before because it said I had 15.95 kilometers, but I'm sure that's not true. So maybe if I took the 15.95 kilometers and subtracted the 8.07, that might have been where I was at. So 7 point some odd kilometers. At least it was something. Anyway, Wednesday, the rain was gone. So it's like, okay, I got to get out today, got to go and get lots of walks in. I got 20,619 steps in on Wednesday. So that met my goal on Wednesday. And then yesterday, Thursday, I got 2 walks in. One was on my own while Dave was at work. And I got in over 20,000 steps there. I think it was 21,000 and some odd steps there. And then Dave and I went for a walk in the evening. So it was 26,188 steps on Thursday. And that was 16.76 kilometers that I walked on Thursday. So I'm pretty darned excited about that. That was my week. I know I don't have a Friday on. Well, today is Friday and I haven't done my walk yet. I have to do that as soon as I'm done this video. But anyway, that is what I got done this week. So now the next question is, what happened when Julie stepped on the scale this week? Because I'm trying to do what Dave always says to do. He says, don't step on the scale every day. He says, step on it once a week. So, for the first time in a long time, as I mentioned in my last video on this subject, I did step on the scale last Friday. And I stepped on the scale this morning. And I was thinking maybe it might be down by 2 pounds, maybe. That's sort of what I was aiming at, was to get maybe 2 pounds. Well, I was so happy. Smiling, I tell you, 4.4 pounds this week. I'm like, yay for me. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And I realize it's a drop in the bucket at this point, that I have so much more I still have to do. But I was at least happy that I got a fairly good number. Like for me, that's I would even say a really good number for 1 week. So I'm, like I say, really happy about that. So that was my results from this week. So anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed my update. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you'd hit the subscribe button and become a member of my YouTube family. And also be sure to hit the notification bell and set it to all so you don't miss any of my uploads. I hope that you're all doing well, that you're healthy, and that you're happy. And I would like to thank you for joining me today. And I hope you continue to join me along my weight loss journey to see how I'm doing. And until my next video, bye-bye. zoom in more, but then it would be even harder to keep him in the camera. So I'll just leave it as is. Now I don't have to worry about somebody coming along on their bike and running him over. At least not right now. Black Point. And the gulls are all over the place down here. I think they must be feeding on the herring eggs. The herrings were spawning here probably about a week ago. And these gulls are definitely interested in something. I've never seen them hanging around this particular spot, so I think it's got to be the herring eggs that they're after. Over here we've got some gulls hitching a ride on a log, just floating along all in a row. Kind of cool.
Bonus here, AJ.
Yeah.
You guys see the seal through the disco.
Just